everybody.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They do get 18, but he... Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, Elliott. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offside. He'll look to throw. He's got time. A dump off to Elliott. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll drop to throw to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try and sneak it here. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here we go. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And now we're going to get a time. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it.
There he goes, right side. The 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he...
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back. Punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up to play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Five yards to gain here on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The give is to Elliott.
Whoosh.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. This is Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a... So chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That